Came down to Cali, train at Golds, and take care of business.
Nah, I gained, I think I gained 13 pounds this week since last Monday.
Really?
Yeah, I think I came home from UK last Monday afternoon, and I gained, it was 286 yesterday, so.
Wow.
I'm gaining weight, which doesn't mean anything, because I still, need to be bigger in certain body parts and get more density back, but I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good, and I got some good leg training in, of course, last night, and I'm going to train tonight. I train later to avoid the crowds here in LA, so.
You do train late, yeah.
I'm just kind of going by feel, so I don't know what I'm actually even going to train today, to be honest. I'm going to see what I feel like later on, and I did legs yesterday, so my back's sore and everything else. I think I'm supposed to have back next, but I may do it, maybe shoulders, and then do back the next day, so kind of listen to my body a little more. And
so you don't follow a set schedule as far as body part?
I don't have a set schedule. Last week I trained a double on leg day. This time I didn't. Yesterday I did hamstrings first and quads. I've been doing, all my hamstring training first instead of doing quads first, so I get more focus on my hamstrings, get everything warmed up. It's also helped my knees a little bit because my knees hurt a little bit coming back. Pushing all those weights, all of a sudden, I wasn't squatting a lot, so when I started training back more hardcore and, wasn't as big, it was hard to push. I was trying to push the weights that I used to push, so I'm feeling good. It's feeling pretty solid. So we'll see what happens.
Well, a lot of people online have been following your last few weeks and all over Europe and Brazil, and I mean you've been all over. You've been launching the new Jay Cutler Elite Series line for BPI, and so you've been really busy, and you were kind of dreading going just because it's so hard to eat and train over there and be on any sort of schedule. So you kind of did damage control, right, while you were there. But
yeah, I mean, for me, I remember my focus is the Olympia, and as it looms closer, that's all my mind's been on. So,
yeah,
I've been showing, how much I've been working through the year, and obviously not training as much. My focus was to focus on the business matters, and I knew in time, I would get into the training, but, here we are 5 months away, and it's time. This is where I need to really buckle down and focus. I mean, you guys seen the videos of me training, and the focus has been coming back slowly, but it hasn't been like what you've seen the best of Jay Cutler. And it's just funny because people, I don't know what they expect for me to just jump back in, and I had a lot of things going on. So for me, I had to take care of all my business opportunities. Obviously, a huge year for me with that. And then now I'm staying home and I'm focusing on training for the Olympia. I have a couple more appearances, but they're very close and nothing internationally. It's going to allow me to get back and focus fully on, the Olympia and training for that. And I mean, I don't have my eyes set on anything other than trying to be the best Jay Cutler, and that's, like I always said, the best Jay Cutler still wins. I know they want to see different versions of me, so I'm going to be big, I'm coming back big. Like I said, my body weight's getting back up there now. I don't know what I'm going to fall for the show. I haven't really thought about that. I need to see what my body looks like when I start filling up even more. But, I'm feeling fuller now. I'm getting all my meals in. I'm on 6 meals a day diet. I'm doing cardio every day, 20 minutes in the morning when I rise in the morning. And I'm still training, once or twice a day.
You knew this was going to happen, though. I mean, you knew, people always say, oh, Jay's traveling too much and he's too busy, but you knew once you're home, I mean, this is, you just said 13 pounds, since you came back from England. You know how your body reacts. You just need to be home eating your food, that's all.
Yeah, and I mean, you remember, I tore my bicep in 11. I didn't want to admit I was going to have to retire, but they told me I was going to have to, I would have issues with the arm as far as it being contracting problems.
The doctors?
The doctors told me that. So I had it in my head, okay, well, I'm probably not going to be able to come back and compete. Then once I started, to get off the sling and my arm it actually contracted, I said, okay, well, maybe I can do this. And that's when I started training for 2012. But it just wasn't enough time to be realistic about it. I had no base at all. At least now, I was training all year on and off, even though I was inconsistent with the food. I was able to get my weight up to almost 280, you know, on certain points through the year. Whereas 2012, I mean, I couldn't even. I was 270 all the time. I never got my weight up. So, you know, this year, you know, now I can focus on that and you know, I'll gain weight now. Obviously, as I go into the contest, you know, I can. You know, lean out and get bigger, which is already happening. You know, I went and got my tissue work from my guy last week, and he's like, "Wow, you're bigger and you're leaner." I said, "Well, that's what happens. I mean, obviously for the show, I make the most gains anyway. My body transforms crazy. I mean, that's how when I came on the scene, you know, in 2001, I had a lot of gains. You know, a lot of gains very quickly, and when I buckle down, and especially when I eat the right kinds of food. You know, I'm working on a different type diet now, where I'm eating a lot more carbs too. So I'm actually getting fuller by the day. Obviously, put on 13 pounds in a week. I think even more than that, honestly. I think I added, but it's hard to say because I was depleted from the flights. You know, I flew 15 hours back. So, I mean, just a few weeks ago, I was 268 when I came back. I think I told you I was 268. I'm 286 now. So obviously, you know, there's a lot of transformation in weight. So. And
you sound like you're weighing yourself every day anyway.
I'm not weighing myself. I mean, I came here yesterday, and I remember I texted you. I said, "Wow, this scale heavy or what?" Because I was pretty big.
I know. I was like, "Why? What do you mean here?"
You know? So, you know, I have been eating for a few days. I mean, like I said, I've been consistent with my training, and I haven't missed much. And you know, it's full steam ahead. I mean. I'm excited. I mean, the New York Pro is this weekend, so there's a lot of buzz.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. The big Rami, you pulled a huge upset, and Binning Vita. What do you make of the show?
You know, I'd asked a few guys about him, and they told me, he was